Hey everyone, how you doing today? This is your boy, the one and only A to the E to the N to the Henry. Thank you all so very much for all your support, for all the videos that we brought out. I thank you for your likes, your comments, you sharing these videos, and all the feedback that we've got. It's been so amazing, so amazing. I really want to appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And this video today, I believe that it's really going to help you and bless you. You know, and a lot of people listen to my videos and then they come to me and they want to know, like, who are you, guy? Who are you, Henry? I mean, when did you know all of these? How did you become these? Sometimes people just want to get to know you, to feel a little more comfortable with you. So today I'm going to tell you a story. I hope you find yourself somewhere in the story. I hope it encourages you. I hope you know someone whom the story can also encourage. Now, I was born in Nigeria, West Africa, and I attended one of the most elite high schools back in Nigeria. And I graduated from that high school, Federal Government College, Warri, back in 1999. Just recently, I think earlier this year, 2016, I got to be reconnected with my old school friends. We had this chat on WhatsApp and someone just added me on it. And the moment I came on, everyone was like, oh, who's Henry? Who's Ike Henry Capo? And somebody said, oh, I remember this guy, because they went to my profile, put on my picture and said, oh, I remember this guy. And then they went on and on and on and began to talk. And we have one guy in the house. He's actually a chatterbox. He attacks everyone who just comes in. He calls it a baptism of fire. And he gave me my baptism of fire. And one of the things he remembered me with was that, oh, he's that guy who always behaved like a lady. He was like a sissy. And then he said to the house, guys, I want to confess to you all. You know, at the time, back in 1999, I thought he was actually homosexual. I didn't even believe he was a guy. You know, and we all laughed about it. I laughed hard about it. But in retrospect, you know, now these are very great guys. I love them all, I mean, dearly. These are my buddies. But in retrospect, I actually had guys and ladies and people who told me to my face that they thought I was homosexual. Some told me I was a lady outrightly, you know, because some said it was because I used to gesticulate while talking. I've never thought that gesticulation was something that was there for ladies alone or just guys. But these comments that were passed at me, these bullish comments made me cry at myself every time I got to bed at night. I always wondered, like, why me? What could I do to be a little more different or be accepted as a man that I think I am? How can I change the perception that people have of me? You know, I wanted to be a little more masculine. It was so annoying. And it's one of the reasons why I eventually hit the gym, because I wanted to develop a lot more biceps and triceps and get a lot more defined, just so people were never going to take me for granted. Now, my experiences didn't stop at just my high school friends and colleagues thinking that I was a lady or CC, because I also had homosexual friends who came to me and tried to have a relationship with me because they thought I was gay, but I knew I wasn't. As a matter of fact, I actually had a girl who befriended me at the time, and she came to me and told me that the only reason why she got that close to me was because she and her other friends laughed and had a bet that I was gay. And she told them I wasn't, and she came close to me to find out if I was going to respond to her or not. And one of the things that such experiences can do to you as an individual is that it could make you begin to assault people because you just wanted to gain confidence, self-awareness. You wanted to become accepted. Now, this is important because when I read a lot and hear a lot about sexual assault today, I realize that most of the victimizers do not practice what they do, sexual assault, because they are horny or driven by sexual appetite. It's usually born out of a desire to oppress or a lack of self-esteem. Sometimes they just want to conquer. It's something beyond, you know, a sexual drive. And looking back at my story, I know that I could have, you know, maybe decided to just rape someone or, you know, hit on someone or just assault someone just to gain the confidence for me to know who I really am, because I had a lot that I wasn't what I believed I really am, and I could have just tried to prove that to myself. Now, that's not an excuse to assault or victimize anybody. Sexual assault is a no-no. for no reason. When God created man and said a man should go out and dominate and subdue the earth, he was talking about man over beasts, man over fish, man over animals, man over plants. He never spoke about man over man. You were not meant to dominate another man or woman for that matter. You're not meant to subdue another person. We have to show respect to everyone. So it's not an excuse at all. But I know that it's one of the reasons that people get to become whom they really are as sexual assaulters. And I want to speak to you out there. If you're still assaulting, you need to get help, because that's not whom you are. That's not going to define you. That's not going to help you. You might say to yourself, one more assault, one more conquest, and I'm going to feel better about myself and I'm going to stop. No way. It doesn't work that way. I could have been that, but I just made up my mind I wasn't going to be that. What did I do? I hit the gym. I began to push and pump some weights because I wanted to become a little more defined. Now that might sound funny, but it was one of the ways I decided to release the tension and the pressure and, develop myself to be the man that I know that I really am. Now, on that path of discovery of myself, I began to learn more and more about the things I talk about today, health and wellness, which I will get to in a bit after I talk to everyone who's been victimized or assaulted by someone, an uncle, an aunt, a friend, a neighbor, or even a spouse sexually. I want to tell you that I know, I understand what you're going through. I feel you, but I want to tell you to dust yourself up, pick yourself up, and believe in yourself. You are whom God has called you to be. You're not what that guy or that lady has defined you to be. You're not what society has defined you to be. If you can't do this alone and you want to get help, get help. Don't sit down there with the label victim. You really aren't. And the problem is not you, because many times you keep thinking, why me? What did I do wrong? What's wrong about being a lady, or what's wrong about being a guy, or what's wrong with having very defined features? Because some ladies have very prominent features which get to attract some sexual offenders or perverts. And I feel for them, because it begs the question, what's wrong with being attractive? The problem is not you, the problem is the assaulters. So get up, pick yourself up, dust yourself up, and go out there to be everything that you were born to be. Don't be scared, and that's why you need help. Don't isolate yourself, because one of the things that many of those assaulters do, they try to isolate you, they threaten you, and in your head you keep hearing a lot of voices that makes you feel that if you ever take a step out, that you're gonna die. Don't. You will not die. Now get out and get help. And for you to assaulters, man, I gotta sit up and talk to you guys. You have to start seeing people as more than objects of sexual conquests. You have to define people beyond their sexuality. You have to understand that oppressing people, molesting people, and assaulting people actually makes you less of whom you think you really are. It's unfortunate that society labels the one you oppress or assault as a victim. You're the real victim. You're the one who's trying to oppress and trying to gain acceptance and trying to understand whom you really are. And you're trying to prey on someone who actually may have trusted you to be a friend. It's on you, guy. It's on you, lady. You are the one who needs help right here. And I need you to get out there and get help and stop this trauma. You are more than you really think you are. There is more to you than we have called you, which is an assaulter or an offender. There's more to you. You can actually begin to treat people right. And I choose to talk passionately about sexual assault because what it does to people reminds me a lot about what overweight does to a lot of people. They call you fat. They call you names. And you're unable to do a lot of things that you really want to do and be. Don't sit down there and wallow in self-pity thinking that you can never amount to anything because of your weight and your size. Don't sit down there thinking that you could never help yourself. Pick yourself up, dust yourself up, begin to treat yourself right. Eat the right things, exercise right. When you get out there into the gym or you want to work out, many of us at the gym, what we do is just oppress people and we show off. Don't fall for it. Start small. Even if it's just taking steps, walking every day. Start from somewhere. Eat the right thing. Take care of yourself. Don't think that you're so down the hole of looking good and feeling good that you're so afraid to even start at all. I've recorded 7 videos of things I think you need to avoid at all costs to help you on your journey to wellness and longevity. I'm getting ready to release 7 videos of things that you must practice. I'm going to recommend that you subscribe to my videos so whenever these videos come out, you can just learn these things. But I want to encourage you to do something. I want to encourage you to start somewhere. Don't sit down there and wallow as a victim. Don't sit down there blaming your body, because you know what? Your body's going to respond to you. If you take care of it, it will respond to you. It will deal with the fat. It will deal with whatever the problem is. It will deal with the health issues. it's going to get you stronger again because it's designed to help you to be the best that you're born to be. Again, guys, my name is Henry, and I'm going to be talking about some other aspects of me some other time, but I just chose to talk about this aspect because April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and I try to relate that also to what I talk about health and wellness. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.